What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Millennials America. It's episode 4, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about sports. This is a one that I've been wanting to do for a while, trying to stay current on things. I've been slammed at work the last 2-3 weeks with all these storms we've been getting here in Dallas. So I apologize for not posting a video a little bit sooner. I was also kind of waiting on the NBA playoffs to take their course so we can talk about the finals a little bit. I wanted to talk about hockey. Dallas Stars obviously didn't make it. I kind of quit following after that, so I'm not too in the know on the hockey. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about a lot. I think basketball, I used to watch basketball a lot. Being from Washington, I watched the Seattle Supersonics quite a bit, went to games and everything. When they left and went to Oklahoma, kind of ruined basketball for me. So I haven't really watched basketball a whole lot. But being here in Dallas, definitely taking interest. You know, everybody knows Luka, and the Dallas Mavericks are good. They're a good team. So I've been following a little bit more recently, especially with them being in the finals. So talk about them a little bit, some stats and information. Baseball, I'm huge fan of baseball. Always have been. Got my Mariners gear on today. Uh, I love baseball. Grew up playing baseball my whole life. Been watching baseball. I've been to the field here in Arlington. Watched the Rangers play the Mariners. Also went down to Houston to watch the Mariners play the Astros in the playoffs. So it's definitely a sports town here. Obviously, the reigning champs, Texas Rangers, only about an hour or so away from us. So hopefully get out to some more games soon. But anyway, just talk about a little bit. Right now in baseball, they're almost halfway through the season. The Mariners have played about 70 games so far. Some standings: the Yankees in the East, Cleveland in the Central, Seattle in the West. Seattle's up 6.5 games over the Texas Rangers right now, 8.5 over the Houston Astros, which is amazing. I want the Astros to lose more than I want the Mariners to beat the Rangers. So, you know, if you're an Astros fan, sorry, I still hold a grudge. In the National League, the Phillies in the East, Milwaukee in the Central, and the Dodgers in the West. Like I said, we're around 70 games played, so we're almost halfway through the season, but it's amazing. Seattle hasn't had a lead in the division this far into the season in like 20 years or something absurd. So we'll give you a little bit of stats and info. I'm using my daughter's little puppy notepad thing I got here. I did write down some stats just to jog my memory and be able to talk about things a little bit better. Seattle's 7-3 in the last 10 games. 4 starting pitchers with 14 starts, and not one of them with a winning record, which is crazy because we're sitting at 40-30 and 14-5 in the division. So we have one of the best starting rotations in baseball, but for whatever reason, we're just not winning games. In that sense, they are winning games, but it's not necessarily recorded as a win for them. It gets into a relief pitcher, the closer, whatever, whoever it is, however it works with the innings pitched, that sort of thing. Obviously, they have a winning record, so they're winning games. We're the only team in the division that's over 500. The Rangers aren't even over 500. So that's crazy. And with one of the best starting rotations, you'd think they'd have a better record. But that's just how it works. Texas has 5 pitchers with double-digit starts, and 4 of them are over 500. So they also have good pitching. They're under 500 as a team, so it doesn't mean they have the best pitching. But when their pitchers do good, they win. So that's what that means. Is their starting pitchers are lasting into the games further, and they're winning. And they're 32-35 overall. Caitlin Clark. A lot of people have an opinion one way or another on Caitlin Clark. I think Caitlin Clark's one of the best rookies to go into WNBA in a long time. She's amazing. We all know her scoring records and everything else in college. Um, she's doing great. I mean, is she living up to all the hype? I don't know per se. She's averaging about 16 points a game, just over 16 points a game, 5 rebounds and 6 assists. So she's playing solid ball. She's doing good. Um, Viewership of the WNBA is up. Sales of merchandise is up. Uh, People getting their streaming platforms. I'm not even sure. I don't have it, but whatever the WNBA streaming platform is, uh, people are getting that. Uh, it's crazy. It's getting more popular, and they talk about the pay and the inequalities in pay of the WNBA versus the NBA. Well, there's a huge part of that is people don't pay to watch the WNBA. Unfortunately for them as professional athletes, the market is just not there for them like it is for the NBA. So the league doesn't have the money to pay players like they do in the NBA or in professional football or professional baseball. Those sports are just more popular. But with Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and others that came out and they're killing it, everything's going up. It's trending up for them, which is great because people are actually tuning in and people are buying stuff and people are watching. Ticket sales, they're selling out arenas, which is unheard of. They weren't doing that last year. Everything percentage-wise is on the rise compared to last year. Now another controversial topic on Caitlin Clark is her not being on the Olympic team, which you can look at it a couple different ways. Popularity-wise, yes, it probably wasn't the best decision to leave one of the most popular players off the team. But, like the coach said, it's not her job to be popular or make the team popular or get people to watch. It's her job to build the best team. Now, for Caitlin Clark as a player, I personally think it's better that she's not on the team because it keeps her focused on what she's doing for Indiana right now. It keeps her focused on her league and on her play. There would be a lot of attention, which I know she's gotten a lot of attention, but there would be a lot more attention, worldwide attention on her. And it could be a distraction. It could be a distraction for her. It could be a distraction for the team, for whatever. So I think as a rookie, right now with the way it stands, I don't think it's a bad thing that she didn't get on the team. Now, I do think she's going to be on the team eventually, as long as she keeps playing the way she is and gets better and more used to the higher caliber opponents that she's facing. Once she gets to that point, absolutely, I think she'll make the team. But I think people need to just settle down just a little bit. And she's a rookie. She's still trying to get her feet, going and doing what she needs to do. But now, do I think she'll get there? Again, absolutely, I do. Now, talk about the NBA. Dallas Mavericks, man. They're down 3-0 to the Boston Celtics right now. Play tomorrow night, 7:30, here in Dallas. They lose, they're done. Swept by the Boston Celtics. Boston Celtics have one of the best offenses in the NBA. They're good. They're crazy good. Now, Dallas Mavericks have one of the best shooters in the NBA right now, Luka Doncic. We all know it. He's amazing. He's averaging almost 34 points a game in the playoffs and finals. 9 rebounds and 10 assists. He leads the Mavericks in all those categories. Kyrie Irving averages 23 points, and P.J. Washington's averaging 13 points. They're the top leading scorers on the team. In order for them to not get swept, though, Luka needs to step up his defense a little bit. Yesterday's game, or the game 3, was a rough game. He ended up fouling out. He needs to be better and play better. Keep his composure. Don't argue with the refs. Just keep your head in the game and score. the team around them need to score more points and be better defensively, because Luka and Kyrie can't carry that team to 4 in a row now. I mean, if the next one we lose, we're done. So they need to win 4 in a row in order to take this thing. Now on the Boston side, Kristaps Porzingis is questionable to play tomorrow. He got a dislocated tendon in his left knee during Game 2. He did not play in Game 3. He was huge in Game 1, so they would obviously love to have him back. But at the same time, they need to look out for him as a person and a player. And being up 3-0, do you need to rush him back? In my opinion, not necessarily. If you go 3-1, you still got another chance, got another chance. I think they need to let him recover and come back healthy. Now, Boston has 5 players with double-digit point averages, led by Jason Tatum at 25. He leads them in pretty much all categories. Obviously, we all know Jason Tatum's a great ball player. Like I said, Kyrie and Luka can't do it all. Hopefully, they can figure it out and get it together for this Game 4 tomorrow at 7:30 Central Time here in Dallas. And then there's one other thing I want to talk about, is a little bit about the New York Jets and Aaron Rodgers. There's a lot going on right now with Aaron Rodgers and the media and everybody talking about he's not at practice. It's June. Why is he not at minicamp? And what's going on? And thinking it's a distraction for the team, thinking the team's mad at him. It's unexcused. And Robert Saleh said, yeah, it's unexcused, but we're on the same page. So I think because of who it is, it's Aaron Rodgers, it's the Jets. He hasn't done more than one play in the league or for the team. It's a story that's not a story. It's Aaron Rodgers. We all know Aaron Rodgers. He's a controversial figure to some people, but he does his own thing, and for him it works. And if his coach is saying it, he's on the same page, I don't think it's a problem. In my opinion, I hope Aaron Rodgers comes back, and I hope Aaron Rodgers is MVP this year, and I hope the Jets don't win the Super Bowl because I'm a Seahawks fan. But I hope for Aaron Rodgers that he's healthy and he comes back and he does what he needs to do to get on the field and play good football. Besides that, I don't have a lot on football right now, obviously being the off season. I'm not really following it so much. I'm watching a little bit more baseball, rooting for these Mariners. Hopefully the Mariners can make the playoffs, do something good. Julio, Cal Raleigh. I just seen the Mariners are doing buzz cut nights. Jay Buhner shaved Cal Raleigh's head before the game. I did that when I was a kid. Me, my dad, my brother, we shaved our heads so we can get into the game for free. It's an awesome experience. It's really cool. So that was kind of cool to see today that Jay Buhner actually shaved Cal Raleigh's head. But yeah, so that's what I got for today. Kind of shorter episode, but I just want to get some stats out there, talk about sports a little bit. I have some other things that I'm working on coming up. I'm still super busy at work, but I'm going to try and get back on here this weekend. Hopefully I got some time off this weekend. I can get back on and post another video for you guys. Tell me what you think. Like, share, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, follow along. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Stay tuned. There's more to come.